Hello and welcome to this week's PVTech Newscast, which comes from the 28th European Photovoltaic Solar Energy Conference and Exhibition, or EU PVSEC for short, near Paris, France. Partially reflecting the continued downturn in the materials and equipment sector of the PV industry, attendee and exhibitor levels at this year's EU PVSEC are notably down on last year's event from observations. There are only around 250 exhibitors here this year, compared with nearly 700 last year. However, the technical conference does remain a focal point for the event, with many well-attended technical sessions over the first 3 days. Emphasis from keynote speakers reinforced the view that technology innovations with silicon-based solar cells will remain the driving force for higher efficiencies for many years to come. Talking with PVTech, Josef Slufczyk, Program Director of Silicon PV at IMEC, highlighted technical breakthroughs for next-generation solar cells.
At this moment, we're progressing strongly in the last year. In the IPEX platform, we have announcement of very good development in the nickel copper plating technology, when is a technology which we believe could replace in the very near future expensive silver screen printing. It gives us not only efficiency improvement, but it also drive costs down. Silver is expensive, but has also certain limits which impose on the cell efficiency. It's not easy to have very good contact, it improves continuously, but still always implies when you have to go work with emitter with a highly surface concentration, and this limits you how efficient your emitter could be. When you replace silver with nickel, when your contact resistance goes drastically down, you can improve your emitter, you redesign your emitter, your efficiency immediately increases. And when you grow on the top of a nickel, you grow your copper, which is 100 times less expensive as a raw material than silver, so it gives you also efficiency increase and gives you also cost down.
Here at EU PVSEC, major equipment supplier Applied Materials launched its second-generation ion implant tool, designed to significantly increase productivity and yields. We sat down with Wes Skinner, their global product manager, to find out more.
We're very excited to introduce the Solion XP here at the EU PVSEC. The Solion XP is introducing two new critical features that we believe the industry needs. One, it has advanced patterning capabilities, so the ability to dope wafers in with precise features with very good precision and repeatability. The second is to be able to do this at very, very high throughput. And by processing 3,000 wafers per hour, we dramatically bring down the cost per wafer for ion implantation. So we are providing considerable new features and capabilities to the industry while doing this at a much lower cost per wafer basis.
Staying at EU PVSEC, we caught up with Peter Fath, a well-known technologist in the industry, to reveal his new direction and his approach with ALD technology.
I recently joined RENA and I'm now in charge of the solar activities within RENA. I think in the current situation of the industry, new technology innovations is a requirement, and I think with my background I will help and assist RENA to further increase their footprint in this industry. I think if I look at RENA, I think we have now a very brand new product, which is an atomic layer deposition and aluminum oxide, and that can help to further push up the efficiency levels far beyond 20% on mono and far beyond 18% on multi, and that is something which the industry really needs.
And finally, Stuart Wenham from the University of New South Wales talked to PVTech exclusively here at the show about a major new technology initiative involving the majority of solar cell producers in Asia, which could have a significant impact on future cell processing with higher efficiencies at lower cost.
We have a technology at the University of New South Wales that we've been developing for quite a few years, and it's been the type of technology that we've been able to fairly simply demonstrate to most of the largest cell manufacturers across Asia, and they've really liked the demonstration, and they've been willing to now team up together to fund our work at the University of New South Wales and be our industry partners to do the ongoing development and implementation of this technology. Hydrogen passivation is something that's been well known in the industry and before that within the integrated circuit industry for decades. And we've always thought that we made good use of hydrogen, but we've only relatively recently realised that our previous attempts have been quite poor in comparison to what we now believe or know that we can do. And it's all about, for us, it's about controlling the charge state of the hydrogen when it's inside the silicon. And if we can control that charge state, then we can increase the mobility of the hydrogen by many orders of magnitude and increase its reactivity that enables it to more effectively passivate any defects or recombination sites within the silicon. And so it's something that will be applicable to everybody that's working with silicon, and it's something that can be implemented at basically no additional cost. I'm not in a position to actually list the actual companies yet, although that will become publicly available in the near future. But we have most of the largest manufacturers from China, from Korea, Taiwan and Singapore. So we're fairly well represented right across the Asian region, and the companies at this stage seem to be very happy to work together and to fund this work. I suppose when you look at it, the actual contribution each of the companies will need to make will only be about 5% of the actual research budget for this project. So we'll have something like about 10 companies each contributing 5%, and then the government will be matching that roughly dollar for dollar, coming from RENA, which is the Australian government.
And that's all for this week. Make sure you join us again next time, when we'll be reporting from Solar Energy UK, Britain's largest PV exhibition at the Birmingham NEC. In the meantime, you can keep up to date with all the very latest news via our website and our Twitter feed. Thanks for watching.